The Capital Golf Gang is brought to you by Golfdom, and the 2024 golf season has entered its fall glory. Now is the time to finish strong and get those minty, cool weather golf vests, pullovers, and quarter zips. Now is the time to get fit for new clubs, now that your summer of golf has got your swing dialed in. Get to Golfdom at any of their locations in Tysons, Annapolis, or Rockville and see the latest in clubs, apparel, shoes, and accessories you might not even know you need. Their certified expert fitters at Golfdom will get you dialed in. Golfdom also offers full-service club repair to keep your existing clubs performing properly and looking brand new. So get your clubs re-gripped, check those lofts and lies, and upgrade that driver shaft. Golfdom has been in the D.C. market since 1982, but they've grown to 3 locations as part of their Worldwide Golf family. You can shop online at worldwidegolf.com or visit Golfdom in Tysons, Virginia, in Annapolis, Maryland, or in Rockville. Golfdom, live the game.
In the shadow of the most powerful city in the world, the Capital Golf Gang is on the air with instructor John Ronis from the Ronis Academy at River Creek, Executive Director of the Middle Atlantic PGA, John Gould, and now your host in Washington, D.C., Steve Zabin.
How bad can it be, right?
I know.
We used to drink water from the hose when we were kids.
I remember when it was like it would come out real hot at first. You learn
hot
your
at first, and
then
it would have
rubbery.
that metallic taste. And then when it got cold, there was nothing better.
No.
Nothing better in the
greatest.
world.
Yep.
All right, it's the Christmas edition of the Capital Golf Gang, and the gang is all here, assembled in the center fitting bay at Golfdom and Tyson's Corner. Say hello to the gang. John Ronis, Director of Golf at River Creek Club in Leesburg, Virginia. How are you, my friend?
Good. A little cold, but good.
Yeah, it's cold out there. Any rounds being logged in this 30-plus degree weather in the DMV?
And it's a frost delay every morning, so you got can we go yet? Can we go
Who
yet?
are these
Can we go
lunatics?
yet? Can we go yet?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
John Gould of the Middle Atlantic PGA, Executive Director. How are you in this cold snap?
I'm feeling fine. Yeah, cold is no good, but, everybody gets their golf pros a little bit more time.
Yeah, need a break.
To breathe and,
Right.
and plan for next year and all that good stuff. So
Gould discovered a new problem here, Ronis, and that is he brought a coat to the show. And he said, "I've never done that before.
Wow.
We've never
I don't know
gone
where
this
to put
deep.
it. I
We've
don't know
never
where to put
gone
it
this
in here.
deep into the season."
Yeah.
Right.
And filling in for Buddy today, Chris Johnson of the Salute Military Golf Association. I keep saying Academy. The SMGA doing great work with our veterans. How are you, my friend?
Excellent.
All right,
Good.
very good. Also,
Good to be here.
Chris is the executive producer of the Commanders Radio Network. Commanders just rolling right now after
Feeling
a
good.
couple of hiccups. You got to love it.
We might see a playoff check this year.
Oh, my
There
goodness.
haven't been many of those over the
I'm
years.
sure it makes your job a lot more interesting when they're winning than when they lose all the time.
Very good. All right, so we've got a dual show today. We got a quick 9 first half. Second 9 is Christmas because you want to come down here to Golfdom or any of the Golfdom stores in the DMV or any worldwide golf shop or go online to golfdomgolf.com and get your Christmas shopping done for the golfer in your life. Have you seen the viral videos or the spoof social media videos where a guy goes, "Oh, what is this? Honey, they sent me a new tailor-made driver by mistake. Oh, I don't know. I'll have to worry about getting that back to its right." Have you seen those?
No, but I know.
Oh, yeah.
I can understand it.
Everyone is doing those.
Yeah.
Pretty funny.
Yeah.
So that's up to you to try with your wife or girlfriend. But we do urge people to come down here. So the second half of today's show, we're going to virtually gift each other a couple items. I said go grab a club, a piece of apparel, and an accessory, each of us. And we'll present them and say, hey, here's what I would love to get. This is what I would like for Christmas. So there you go. All right, let's get to it, shall we? Hole number 1, Ryder Cup cash grab. Somehow, Ronis, we missed this. And when I say we, it's me. I call the shots in the show. I set the rundown. We didn't talk about this, but it is reported, not yet official, that the USA team members for the upcoming Ryder Cups are going to get paid cash. Not yet announced by Mr. Gould's organization. I know he's chomping at the bit to come on in and say, well, wait a minute, but wait, da-da-da-da-da. I get it. It has touched off a predictable firestorm and some strong quotes against it, including our boy Rory McIlroy here, saying, I would personally pay for the privilege to play in the Ryder Cup. This in a BBC Sport interview. The two purest forms of competition in our game right now are the Ryder Cup and the Olympics, and it's partly because of that, the purity of no money being involved. Yeah. You have the first crack at this. $400,000 is the number being thrown around per player.
This is where my problem exists. Is that going to put a dent in their wallet? No. The people who are making the Ryder Cup team, it's a 2-year process or a 2-year cycle. They've made probably upwards each of, let's just say $10 million.
Yeah.
Okay, and some of them probably $20 or $30 million. And that's not counting endorsements. That's just on the field earnings. So this amount of money doesn't put a dent in things for them. So I find it petty, and there's no reason for it.
The European school apparently are not ready yet to follow suit.
Yeah, and I know as much about this as you all do, just to let everybody know.
It's a report,
yeah,
but a report that has not been shot down.
Correct.
Which tells me it's probably got a lot of truth behind it.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. They were already getting $200,000 in charitable donation money. That some of them have their own foundation, so it was basically going straight to their foundation. And I almost wonder if they put it out there to actually make the players look petty.
What? Who's they?
That's the question. I don't know. I don't know who.
Somebody
who that might
leaked
be.
it in order to maybe pre-shame the Americans into saying, no, we don't need any more
because
money.
The way it's come out, it makes them look terrible, makes the American players look terrible.
Well, especially if the Europeans don't follow.
Correct.
Especially if PGA of America members that are 85 years old and can't afford insurance and things and have no pension because they're going to pay these guys $400,000 to go overseas and get a free vacation and play an exhibition match. I just thought of that.
Yeah.
That makes me really, really angry.
Yeah.
So really angry.
Are there PGA of America members that are 85?
Oh yeah.
Do they work the
life expectancy?
Do they work the picker?
Yeah, they might. I mean, that's the problem.
They can be life members. That's a
But that's what I'm saying. This is an organization that's very
when you hear
not good.
When you hear what's his name's father going on about you should tell us how the money's being spent. The money goes to the PGA of America and to eventually to the professionals. So every money they make, every dollar they make comes out of your pocket.
Correct.
I know.
CJ, tag in here.
Well, it just follows the story that came out about 2 months ago on what the ticket prices are going to be. That prices out the fans.
They're sold out already. They sold out day one. $1,000 plus for Sunday single ticket. That's ticket plus fees. $750, I think. Goal was the face.
No, $750 was the all-in number. The face is like $640, but they published it as $750 all-in. New York City taxes, all that stuff. So $750 is the end number.
Well, I heard over $1,000 once you added fees.
Well, no, it's if maybe it's on the resale market.
Okay,
but it was $750 for the original ticket.
Yes, so go ahead, CJ.
It's just to me, following Liv, and it's just been another chapter of bad PR.
Yeah,
but it's not surprising to me. I mean, look at what's done to the college game. In football, everything NIL. Nobody's doing anything for free anymore.
Yeah.
Doesn't surprise me.
I remember when the players really got nothing. This was before '99, before Brookline, and Duval was the guy that was leading the charge.
And O'Meara, maybe.
Well, I got O'Meara note in a second, but Duval was the guy who sniffed. Well, it's an exhibition, and that put people the wrong way. Of course, by the end of Brookline, his shirt's untucked. Yeah. He's double pump fisting as he pummels that hapless Swede whose name I forget, like 7-6 or something like that. But then quietly after the 99 Ryder Cup, they said, okay, we'll do some charitable donations that you can direct. Yep. And then O'Meara directed it toward his kid's private elementary in Orlando. Yeah. And I said, well, that's not exactly the most inspiring charity, but hey, they said you could send it wherever you want. So that was the progression of it. So, look, it's a huge moneymaker for the PGA of America and for the European Tour, right? And they need this event. When you host.
Right.
They need this event. The players are now finding their power. Thanks a lot, Patrick Cantlay. This is the echo, Ronas, of the hats off thing from the last cycle.
Sure.
He's the guy. When this goes down and they announce that, we're going to pay him some money, and it starts at $400, next cycle it'll be $1 million. Yep. Next cycle will be who knows what. And by the way, they have a real problem with, so you're going to be paid money because your buddy put you on the team with a captain's pick?
Yep.
Do captain's picks get paid for this?
Yep.
I mean, if we're going to pay
How
guys,
about all the vice captains? Do they get
oh
paid?
God, no! They better not get paid.
I would not be surprised.
No, they will.
Really?
I bet you they will.
Really? To sit there and drive a cart around with an earpiece and eating a ham sandwich?
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
And
Well,
get
how do
all
I
the
apply
gear.
for that?
Yeah.
How about we pay our, if we're going to pay our guys and make it a pay for play kind of thing, why don't we pay them per point?
There you go.
No points, no money.
Yep.
That's it.
How about them apples? At least that is palatable right there.
Yeah.
Well, it's only going to
Earn
get
it on the field.
it's only going to get worse as I cycle through our topics here, because the next topic is hole 2, golf only faker. A pun on the golf only louder for the Live Tour. This is your simulation, or this is a rendered look at what the TGL studios, brought to you by SoFi, are going to look like when the TGL starts up in February. Now, here's what it's going to look like. They say that the technological wonder of these studios are truly impressive, and I don't doubt it. The first one, which was built under a tent or a bubble, sort of, CJ, like the Redskins bubble that collapsed that one year due to the snow, and a big storm knocked it down, so they said we better build it a little bit more strong. So it's been delayed a year. But this is the TGL. I dare anyone to say, how does it work? Who's going to play when and everything else? I'm on their website right now. You're looking at it. Who knows how the TGL is going to work?
Who cares?
I do know that it's not a traditional simulator league in terms of you're much further away from the actual screen, so you don't hit it and thwack the screen. It's going to have
30
some
or 40
distance,
yards.
so you're going to quote unquote see the ball
For a microsecond.
Yeah, exactly.
When these guys hit it. The schedule begins January 7th. The headquarters are in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. There are teams, there are captains, there are logos, there are names, and it's going to be on ESPN and ESPN Plus. Match 1 will be the New York Golf Club versus the Bay Golf Club, and that includes the likes of Xander Schauffele, Matt Fitzpatrick, Ricky Fowler, Cameron Young, Ludwig Oberg, Wyndham Clark, Minwoo Lee, and Shane Lowry.
Okie dokie.
And then there's going to be another match on Tuesday, Jan 14. These are Tuesday and Monday matches that are going to require these players to travel from wherever they're playing real outdoor golf to go do this. And there's going to be some players that skip outdoor golf, I'm telling you right now, to play in the TGL. How's that going to sit with people?
It's all money. It's all money.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
we don't
just a
control their
it's a
schedule anyway. I
joke.
mean, obviously,
True.
It's January, February, March. Is that what I just saw? So
Yes,
it's
the
before,
basic schedule is January, February, March.
So it's before any of the majors. So the West Coast swing and whatever else is going on in those times.
I had this
I'm not-
conversation with my assistants, and I said, because it just kind of popped in, like, this, what is this league? It's a simulator league? Like, I didn't even know it. It's a simulator league. I go, any of you guys watch this? Will any of you watch it? They go, absolutely not. I'm in it.
Well, it'll be on TV
Yeah, they won't watch it.
in
Yeah.
January, so we probably will watch it.
Are you invoking the Costanza
I
line
am.
from
I am
Seinfeld? Who's going
definitely
to watch
invoking-
this, Jerry? It's on TV. That's why they'll watch it.
Yeah, that's right.
Is it? Are they all in the same room together at the same time?
Yeah.
Are they
With
gonna,
apps.
Is it going to be with that?
With appetizers and beer. apparently.
Wing. Don't eat the
seriously.
wings, though. It's
I
going to.
did- I
No,
bet.
that's what I was asking. Like, is it
bet.
going to be like super casual? Like,
Yeah, there's going to be a
Hey,
limited
you
audience.
got to watch to find out. I mean, that's
Limited
clearly
live
what they're
audience.
doing.
Yeah. They have to wear
will
long pants.
That's a good question.
I bet you know.
Maybe no pants.
Yeah.
Maybe if you
Come
beat
on.
the other team, you
It's
take
going to
your
be
pants
hoodies
off.
and shorts. I guarantee it.
They'll be mic'd up, obviously. We hope there's some actual fun banter. Every time these players are mic'd up for all these special matches and whatever, it's so dull. Nobody
Yeah,
really
vanilla.
wants to zing anybody.
Right.
Yeah.
Nobody really wants to burn anybody.
and like, do they play all 18 holes? All these
You're
guys?
asking questions
All I
above
know
my
is
pay grade.
they
I got to
putt
see
for
it
real.
How
first.
long is this
So
show?
there's a putting green there, so like they hit into the screen that's 30 yards away or whatever,
And then they go
and
to
then
the
when
putting
they putt live on the putting green. So it says you end up 12 feet to the right, and then they get a putt 12 feet to the right.
Now the biggest thing
I
about
don't
this, the biggest thing about this is that it allows El Tigre to be part of it because, he doesn't walk very well with that busted up leg of his, but he does have a team, the Jupiter Lynx. And so Tiger is going to be
Who's on his team?
Part of it. Who's on the Jupiter Lynx?
Charlie.
Max Homa, Tom Kim, and Kevin Kisner. There you go.
They're going to suck.
It's simulator golf, bro.
Wow.
It's golf only faker. How do you know? How much simulator golf do you guys play?
I actually do play a good amount because we have one in my bay.
Okay.
So, I play St. Andrews and stuff, but
all right.
It's not the same.
No, it's not even close. Because every lie is flat, every lie is clean.
Right.
And there's
you're
no
hitting
wind.
off turf.
Right, exactly. CJ,
On a
what do you
straight line, yeah.
I
do you
think
play simulator golf?
In the wintertime, I think I played 2 or 3 times last year.
Okay.
And only because the weather was so bad that just to go in and get some swings, but I don't really enjoy it. And this is not appealing to me at all. And I love watching golf on TV.
Right.
And that's playing it.
I'll
Imagine watching it.
I'll give it a chance.
I'll give it a chance too. I'm not mad they're trying it. Am I glad it's not my money? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm glad it's not my money because I don't see this thing succeeding.
No, it's just bowling.
It's just
Right?
bowling.
That's all it
does
is.
feel like.
It's better than
What it
maybe
feels like is the
better
4
than
guys
bowling.
on
I
each
don't know.
team talking, the banter and all that stuff, but one of them's doing it at a time. The other ones are all watching. It does feel like bowling.
I mean, they have cornhole on TV now.
I
Yeah,
know they do.
I know.
I don't think it draws much of a rating. One of the reasons why I don't think it's going to be a big thing is because golf is not a big thing. Let's
Yeah,
be
it's
real.
just for nerds like us.
They don't
Golf
realize
is
that.
a niche sport, and so this is a faker niche sport that's been stood up because SoFi said, we got some money. Try it.
And Tiger's involved.
And ding
And it's
ding
on
ding.
Mondays and Tuesdays in the winter, and nobody's got anything else going on. There's no football.
Yeah, you're right.
What?
Yeah.
Almost did a spit take. You mean football's going to end?
Yeah, I know. It's
Oh,
terrible.
my God.
Seems
The
to every
humanity.
year. Jeez.
Hole number 3. It's for all the crypto, bro. Here's another one of these, the Crypto.com Showdown, December 17th. This is outdoor golf. Koepka and DeChambeau, the live bad boys who once hated each other, and now they've teamed up together against Rory and Scotty Scheffler. Definitely see that. CJ, any thoughts on the Crypto.com Showdown?
Yeah, I was just going to say I'd rather watch it for the golf course than actually what's going on the golf course.
Right. Yeah, there you go. Watch it for the golf course, and maybe there'll be something interesting that happens there. The biggest problem is that these, made-for-TV events out there in the outdoors, they're also painfully slow. They go too slow.
Yep.
More shots quicker. Like, give me 2 hours or an hour and a half. They somehow
tape delay it
milk
and
the clock.
Tape
for
delay
4
it
hours.
and package it up with all the shots. That would be nice.
You can't tape delay because they count on people betting on it. This is another big element of it. So the crypto bros are playing for the crypto, and then Johnny Public is there on his online account or his phone. Your assistants, by the way, in the shop there at River Creek. They're going to be betting on this big
there's
time.
no question.
Shot by shot, hole by hole.
no
They're not
question.
playing 18 holes then, right? They're playing something less than 18 holes.
No, I think they're
saw that.
playing 18.
I think
Why
I saw
wouldn't
that.
they? No, not enough time?
Yeah, not enough time. That's 5 hours.
They're closing the core school.
No, it's not that. It's
Still
the
not
TV
enough time.
show.
It's a modified
Nobody's
shotgun.
watching a TV show for 5 hours.
Well,
That's
when
what I'm saying.
Tiger and Phil played, they played 18 holes.
Yeah, I don't think they're playing 18.
Okay. All right. We'll see about that. Hole number 4, the state of YouTube golf. I saw this little piece by My Golf Spy. These 10 YouTube golf channels have lost viewers in 2024. First of all, what is everyone's overall appetite for YouTube golf?
I don't really consume it that much, but I'm all for it.
All right, Gould?
Yeah, same. I don't consume it at all, but I have, the DeChambeau stuff. We talked about it last week.
Yeah.
He's still a douchebag. But
I know.
People watch it, and I've seen it because it just keeps getting into my feed.
We're gonna get to that in a second. CJ, you like Bob Does Sports.
Yeah, I've talked about this before. I don't watch the long form stuff on YouTube,
Like the matches?
Yeah, I don't watch long form content, but I consume a lot of it through like Instagram or Twitter, that sort of thing.
Okay.
But in the shorter form, no more than 5-minute clips on there.
Good is one of the Goliaths of the YouTube golf space, 1.7 million subscribers. They play a lot of matches, a lot of long-form stuff. Rick Shields is sort of the godfather of YouTube golf. He's got over 2,400 videos and millions of followers. He's the British guy who just plays the most outrageously cool golf courses by himself and usually one other guy. And you get to see all his shots. It's very well produced, very nice. Makes a lot of us very envious going, I'd like to do that. Well, he started 2,400 videos ago, so work hard to catch up. No laying up. Now, this is a very, the no laying up guys, I do like them, but they're an interesting group in that they get very caught up in the PGA Tour versus Live thing, and they don't produce as much content as some of the others. It's higher quality. They have these features. They have these, long features like the tourist sauce, where they go somewhere exotic for a week and film all that, as well as Strapped, which I guess is a budget version of it. Haven't seen it. The PGA Tour lost YouTube followers. Paddy Harrington and his instruction channel. Now, granted, he's only bringing about 4 million or so viewers a year, but it's kind of catching some traction. Have you seen Paddy and his instruction?
He's a maniac.
Yep.
He's a maniac.
Yeah.
Does he teach correctly in your eyes?
According to him.
According to him, okay. Danny Maud. I've never seen or heard of Danny Maud.
Nope.
Busta Jack.
Nope.
Micah Morris.
Nope.
Scratch Golf. I think Scratch does great stuff. This guy, Eric Anders Lang, I believe. He for Scratch, they do some really good stuff. You know who's now with Scratch is Daniel Rappaport, formerly of Barstool.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He went to Scratch. He just did a long-form walk and talk round caddying for Jason Day.
Yeah, and I think that just sums up the consumption of probably us three. Like, we've probably seen a lot of that stuff. We have no idea where it's from.
Correct.
And we don't bother to check where it's from.
Yeah.
And, some of this stuff is very, very
I just
well
don't go
done.
to YouTube that much. Like, I don't click on the YouTube app
No.
on my phone or anything like
Right.
that.
You still
I
watch
might,
linear TV, huh?
Well, yeah, and I
Or
might
like
see it. I
Reels
might
and
see it on
stuff.
Twitter or
Yeah.
Instagram and
Yeah.
click on it and follow it. But I don't go. I'm going to go to YouTube and see what's
And it's good.
hot.
Some of it is good. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like
I'm
some
old,
of the. I don't care about long matches involving people, even if it's
Random
DeChambeau and Brady, which he recently did.
Yeah.
Can we break 50 from the front tee?
Yeah, there's some good content. When those guys like Bob Does Sports, Fat Perez, those type of guys do when they play against tour players, that's actually quality content because you get to see the guys in a looser environment.
Meaning the
you
tour
get to
guys.
see the tour guys. You get to their personality actually comes out. It's not the same guy that you see on Saturday at 3:30 in the afternoon. Maybe acting a little childish on the golf course on the 13th hole. It's
YouTube golf made Kisner a thing, literally with Barstool. Like he was just a rank and file tour player, kind of, and nearing the end of his career. But he has such a great South Kakalaki personality. This ain't no hobby, boys. That resonated with people. So there you go.
Yep.
All right, slow play, fast play. We talked about this last week. Have you seen the viral video of Carlotta Saganda, well known as maybe the slowest player on earth? This is from a recent event, I believe, or I'm not sure when this was from, but they start the clock on her. Now, Gould, you're allowed by the rules 40 seconds, give or take.
Yeah, when
you're
it's
supposed to play.
clearly your turn to play, so the other balls stop rolling, people are out of your way, we start the clock 40 seconds. Yep.
This is going to be painful and triggering to watch, I think, for some people, because like imagine playing with somebody who does this.
We're at 25 seconds right now, and she's now just kind of strolling away from the ball to think some more.
Yeah.
Already taken 3 or 4 practice swings.
Take it 3, 5, 6, 7. Airplane
the
goes
airplane.
by.
It was the airplane.
More flights coming in. Okay, she's got her head right. She's now going to step in and hit the shot. Just sit tight, everybody. She's got it. She's going to do
Will
it.
the clock start over because of that airplane?
Let me adjust my glove just a bit. Okay, flip the wedge. Step, no, flip, no. Adjust the glove here. I mean, are we OC? More adjusting of the glove right here. Okay.
Wow.
Wasn't Mike Hargrove in baseball called the human rain delay because he wouldn't stop adjusting his gear?
Nomar did it too.
All right, now she's stepping in. She's ready to go. No. She's not ready to go. She's not ready to go. She's now back, stepping out again. We're at 1:15 since the ball just landed, and she's lining up. And here's Carlota Saganda ready to hit. And here we go. Okay. 1:25.
Double the allowed amount.
And it's just, you're right, it is just a generic shot to the middle. People are asking Gould, why is she allowed to do this? Why hasn't somebody stepped in?
Well, it's crazy because as I said last week, I had a chance to referee at the Solheim Cup, and one of the things the LPGA officials told me is Sagan is the worst one we have out here. She's really slow. We got to watch out for her. She went in the first group out on whichever day, Friday, I think, and you mentioned, I think, Ronis, that it was probably strategic because they were going to slow Lexi and Nelly up and really make them all frustrated. I hate the way the tours do this because it's no penalties, only fines, and we don't find out about the fines, right?
Right.
And apparently she got, I don't even know, some great number of fines this year, but it doesn't matter because she thinks it helps her play golf, and
fines aren't
and the fines
enough to make a difference.
aren't enough. So.
CJ, how triggering was that video?
It was tough. I mean, I think that just taking it more towards us, like playing golf, it's the worst thing to deal with out there. I'd rather deal with somebody who talks the entire time or won't shut up
or a club thrower.
Yeah, or
doesn't stop moving.
I don't. The club thrower, I'm not huge on either, but the slow play is the absolute worst to me.
Right.
I mean, I've dealt with guys. I remember saying to a good buddy of ours, Joe Beninati, who's notoriously very slow on the golf course.
No
but
way.
Also,
I love Joe B.
Sorry, Joe B.
But also but also a very good player as well. We were playing later in the day a couple of years ago, and the sun was setting quickly, and it didn't change him at all. And I remember saying when we finished, I go, "Thank God you shot 76 instead of 86, because if you shot 86, we wouldn't have finished."
Wow.
Because in a joking way to him.
How'd he take it?
He's fine. He knows it. Like there are guys
Can't stop it.
Well, Joe B he's got his finely tailored Italian suits.
Yeah,
he's got his incredible hair.
He must
he's
look good on
such
the
a
golf
great
course,
play-by-play man.
Oh,
I would love to play with him. Even if he's slow, I'd still love to play with Joe.
Oh no. He's a great player. He's just methodical.
I was shown a video, and all names will remain nameless on this one, and it was a national event, and the person who was hitting the ball took 2 minutes and 30 seconds and did that for
2:30.
I think I showed you the video.
Oh, that's right.
And that person's father told the people who he's playing with that will be his last tournament that he plays in until they get psychological help.
Wow.
Oh, so the player's own father.
Player's own father couldn't handle anymore.
This is an intervention.
And so that's what the PGA Tour has to do, or the LPGA Tour in this case has to do for some of these people, because they're going down a road, obviously, of obsessive compulsive that's going to really
How about we do this? How about we show them Lee Trevino back in the day? This is an awesome video. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but this is from the British Open. I believe that's Doug Sanders teeing off in his group at St. Andrews. Ball's in the air. Lee already has his ball pegged before Sanders picks up his tee. Or that might be Tony Jacklin.
Yeah, it is.
Jacklin has to walk around the Merry Mex. And here we are, if we put a clock up, and it's gone. I mean, that's incredible right there. You kind of see Jacklin even react like mildly annoyed. Like, look at this look right here. He's like, no. Oh, okay. All right, Lee. Sorry about that. He almost stepped on his ball and knocked it off the tee.
It's crazy.
Anyway, that's what I think.
The way golf ought to be right there.
That is what
I don't think, I think the tours collectively think people are going to like our product if people get stroke penalties, if players get stroke penalties for pace play.
Yeah, but if it's clear, the shot clock, if it's clear, then people are watching it just like the pitcher.
Yeah, that's what I think.
How about this?
I think it would not be a problem.
The networks need to put up a clock on every shot, and then it'll just be known. And I'm sure the tour would scream bloody murder, saying, you can't do that. You're making our guys look bad. And I would hope the networks would say, well, we're doing it.
And unfortunately, the only people that get on TV are the people that are leading, so you're not going to see everybody in the field, and it's just to be concentrated on some of the better players. But I still like the point.
There's zero chance that Augusta National would allow a shot clock on the CBS coverage on the screen.
Absolutely right.
No chance.
Well, Augusta, the only guy that Augusta has ever hit with a penalty was the poor teenager from China.
Right.
Right.
I mean, talk about a bad look right there. Okay, hole number 6, challenge accepted. Gould, this is going to be tough for you, my friend. You're going to have to sit through Bryson DeChambeau completing.
Of trying to make a hole-in-one over my house. This is day 16. I get 16 shots.
CG, I don't think I've had you weigh in on this because you weren't here the other day.
Rock.
Yeah.
Oh, go.
Were you a fan of this or no?
Yeah, I watched it all.
Oh, bro, you almost dunked that.
Bro.
My wife at this point was like, "What are you watching on your phone?" She just kept on hearing that.
Yeah.
Nope, another rock ball. Shot 9.
Oh, that might do it. Hook in there.
Oh, close, but no cigar. No, shot 11. Here we go.
That's it.
Just do it.
Oh, nope, left. 12, 13, 14. He's running out of shots.
I could do it.
Be good.
And boom.
It's in!
Let's go! No way! Are you kidding me? Oh!
Throws his hat.
No way!
See, this is the douchebaggery right here.
Runs around the converted Marriott that is his house.
Let's go, baby!
Did you see how poor that throw was?
Yeah, that's easy. Obviously, one sport guy.
Yep.
Okay, so that was it right there. CJ, I was actually quite enthralled by this whole thing. It fascinated me.
Yeah, I mean, these are the things that are good on social media for golf. They need to – I mean, look, we just got through an election where people pointed to social media
as being
and
a big
adapting
influencer.
to young people and
go where the young people are.
Exactly, and this is it. I mean, this is the kind of thing that got really popular during COVID because people couldn't go anywhere. So it was like
they built these elaborate mouse traps in their backyard. You know,
it was doing goofy stuff like this for content.
I just was also fascinated with how long will it take them. We had no idea.
Yeah.
It could have gone on for 100 days in theory.
Didn't Tiger go something like 19 years without making a hole-in-one in tournament?
Is that right?
In tournament or non-tournament play.
Yeah.
Something like that. I mean, it
so
could go on forever.
It has inspired the little Jimmies of the world, including this kid.
Day 6 of me trying to hit a hole-in-one over my house. Since it's day 6, I got 6 shots. Bad day to be a turkey and bad day to be a pin.
He's about how old do you think?
Probably 10.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're Nerf
long.
balls, too, thankfully.
He's hitting Nerf balls over a nice upper-middle-class home, probably somewhere in California.
Long.
And he's got a very small green and a very tiny
It's
backyard.
almost impossible.
Oh, I love this. Go.
Oh, just missed it right there. His dad is on the roof, Phil.
Correct.
Oh, here we go. Oh, man.
Now, the balls are checking, and they're kind of bouncing different ways once they land. He's on shot 5 now.
They have to.
Oh, carried it to the hole, but just.
What about the tuition?
Hi, happy Thanksgiving. Gob, 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 go.
There's his sister. That's so funny. The kid's got a good swing.
Oh, I like this. Oh, do it.
There you go. Shot number 6. Allegedly shot number 6.
Correct.
Like, we have no idea.
Same with Bryson. We don't know.
Same with Bryson. He's doing snow angels on his putting green in the backyard. Sister and mom are out there. Can I be reincarnated as that kid? Like that, what a life that would be, huh?
The cost of those putting greens is kind of substantial.
I know it is,
I mean,
but it's for the dad.
College. Yeah, I guess.
know it's. But see, that's the kind of thing, Ronas. That okay, DeChambeau may be douche Shambo, but these little Jimmies and Timmies are the future.
It's great
of the game.
That's what I said.
So inspire them to do these dumb little things themselves. Yeah. That's a win for golf.
Absolutely.
Okay.
If it's just that one kid, it's a win.
Well, that kid won in life.
But I mean, it's
with
just,
his dad.
Yeah, he got lucky. But there's millions of kids who are doing the same thing. They're just hitting over a swing set, or they're hitting over this, or they're hitting over that. So it's good.
Yeah. 70 degrees in California on Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Nice.
Look good.
That weather looking there. I don't know where that is in California, but it's somewhere nice. Mm-hmm. Hole number 7. Bandon lost. This is a picture of Bandon Dunes, one of their many iconic, breathtaking photos at Golden Hour of one of their holes out there on the Oregon coast. I bring this up because the other night on the group chat, one of the fellas said we ought to plan a trip to Bandon. And I said, great, Bob Miller. Take the lead, my friend. You're retired. And he was like, oh, really? Well, I don't know where to go or whatever. And I said, well, go to their website. So I went to the website, started poking around. I started poking around. Turns out they have zero availability for all of 2025 from June 1 to September 30th. Nothing. They got like one day, they said, limited availability. Everything else is sold out. So I looked ahead to 2026. I guess they're now 18 months ahead if you want to go there and pay a significant amount of money because it's gotten quite expensive because it's been so popular. And then another buddy, Danny, said, oh, actually they're now on a lottery system. Can you believe it? And he sent me a cut and paste of the email he got from the resort saying, you'll be notified if your application 4 times is accepted, and then you've got a certain period of time to book in.
I'm going to let you in on a little bit of the inside trading here. Ghoul will know this one because we have sponsors of our Mid-Atlantic PGA who are fantastic. But a lot of these companies gobble up blocks.
The travel companies.
Travel companies.
Oh, really?
So it's not that you can't get out there, but you're going to have to.
Saying travel companies have now, and they're repackaging and upselling the cost of these trips.
Correct.
So this is almost like a St. Andrews of the U.S.
Correct.
Yeah, and I think I was going to say traveling to Europe or Ireland and England probably to play golf is very similar now because of COVID, and they got everybody backed up like 2 years.
Yeah.
Right, and they still have all that. They still have the same amount of inventory, and they got 2 years worth of travel of trips, and that's what's pushed everything out.
We're
18
still
months.
not back to even.
I don't think so.
Interesting.
Well,
okay,
and there's
who
more
here
money.
is?
Well, and I think it's good for the golf courses for those resorts.
Who here has played Bandon?
I have not.
I have not.
I had a trip to Bandon during COVID that got canceled.
Okay, who here is absolutely dying to go see Bandon?
I mean, all my close golf buddies went, and I couldn't go this past couple of months ago because the football season had already started, and they said it was unreal, spectacular.
Yeah,
trip of the year, and these guys play good golf courses.
And what was the cost? Like, what is a typical? I think there 4 days.
No, they went longer than that. I think
5 or 6 to play all the courses. There's 3 courses,
and if you count the travel,
building more. Yeah, the travel's
not
impossible.
easy to get there.
Same as the islands, like $7,000.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I think it was more like $7,000.
Okay, that's interesting because I actually have a trip stood up for the Scottish Highlands this coming summer. And I do have a couple spots available if you guys want to jump on in. But, it's not cheap, but we're getting older and you got to play golf and spend your money somewhere. You can't put it in your casket with you, right?
Yeah.
Nope.
And we're going to go see Nairn and Brora and Castle Stewart and some of these other places. Not the Rhoda courses that I've played several times now down, elsewhere in Scotland.
Southwest.
Yeah, exactly. And, I got a great tour organizer, Ronnie Pook from Scotland Golf Tours, and they do Scotland and Ireland and the UK. We'd actually talked about doing, I said, I want to go collect every Rhoda course. Well, the problem is the rest of them I haven't had are in Great Britain, and a lot of them are hard to get. There's like 1 or 2 that are really off the beaten path, and a lot of them are in cities like Liverpool, And there's a lot of unrest in Liverpool right now. It's not like a bucolic, relaxing trip that you would get if you go to Scotland proper. So I kind of said, you know what, let's put that aside for now. Maybe I'll plink off each of those in the future.
I am actually going to England, Manchester, and to
Liverpool
Liverpool one.
Okay.
We have a section trip there in July.
That would be
and picking up the 3 Royals, the Lytham and St. Anne's.
Okay, the 3 Royals.
And Liverpool. I mean, you can.
What about Cinque Ports?
Beatles.
Royal Cinque Ports. That's one of the ones that's now out of the rota, but it used to be back in the day. So anyway, if you were interested in going to the Scottish Highlands, then just, email me, zabe@yahoo.com. You'd be shocked in that I'd say of the 25 to 30 guys that are now regulars in my golf trips, at least half of them have come through just emails, listeners. And they're great guys.
Yeah.
They're great guys. The golf bonds us. But I'm kind of, when I say banned and lost, I feel like it's the balloon that got out of my fingers as a kid. I feel like, will I ever get to go there? Now, they're now in a lottery. How do you do a lottery for a 12-person trip? Or do you have to go through a package?
Again, like I would call our people, and they would say, okay, I got one for such and such. It's 8 people, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
Get your members.
Okay. And I'm not going anytime outside of June 1 to September 3rd.
Yeah, so it might be
the
You've
weather.
seen a lot of pictures of bad weather out there.
Yeah.
Even in that period,
Makes me
that's
not,
bad
that's
weather.
one of the reasons I don't want to go.
Why? Weather?
Yeah.
Well, you soft?
Yes.
Come on.
Yeah.
You're like,
But
yes.
you get it if you go to Scotland or Ireland.
I
It's
know.
just
and
usually
You roll the dice.
Don't have as much desire to go back there either.
Yeah.
All right, hole number 8. A very good year indeed. Here is Jay Monahan, still the PGA Tour commissioner, despite the feeling like, oh, he's definitely out after this about face on Live, and the knives were out and the players were dropping juicy sound bites. But here is John Ronis's friend from back in the day, still in the saddle, and they revealed, because they have to, his compensation for last year, and it was over $23 million in salary, bonuses, stocks, and more. That is even more than Scotty Scheffler earned with his brilliance on the course. Is that an appropriate number for a CEO of a major organization?
The slight problem I have is that Jay and I worked summers together at a golf course, and he made that, and I didn't. Played golf.
But you were close.
Played golf
you were
in
very
college
close.
with Jerry Kelly.
Just a
week in
comma
and week out.
or a decimal off.
He's made $50 million. I haven't. So I have some problems with all compensation that's much larger than mine. Good for him.
Goal, you're a CEO yourself.
Yeah, nowhere close to that, unfortunately. But anybody's worth what somebody will pay them.
Yeah.
That's where I generally come down. It's obviously a
Well,
bad look, but
right.
If somebody's willing to pay it, nobody's asking anybody to give anything back.
But I don't know if it's a free market. Maybe he has sort of jerry-rigged the system in which he's getting paid this. That would
nobody
be
decides their own compensation.
Fincham made a ton of money too.
Yeah,
Really?
There's
Just
a board that looks at that.
So what justifies that salary given the fact that Tour's ratings are in decline, their sponsors are fleeing, Live has not gone away, there's not a resolution to that yet? Why should Jay Monahan have had such a great year financially? What has he done? Kept the whole thing from sinking, CJ? Is that it?
I don't know, man. Is it his relationship with Tiger?
That's not an insignificant one,
I know.
right?
I bet the board has to vote on of bonuses.
Yeah, compensation.
Yeah.
Yes, and I don't think it's all salary. I think there's some bonuses.
No, that's
I
all
said
Same
that.
question.
It's a combination.
Yeah, same,
Salary,
same
bonuses,
question.
stocks.
What did he do to earn a significant bonus? And maybe that's the kept it afloat. It's not gone completely underwater. But
Right.
I'm.
By the way, the word is that Finau could be leaving for Live before the year is out.
Yep.
Okay.
So
Also, there's been
dropped out of the World Golf, whatever
Yes.
that's called. The
And
World.
27 kids and let's face it, I like Tony Finau, but no legacy.
I do too.
To have to
He's
worry
he's
about.
Netflix famous, Tony
Yeah.
Finau.
Yeah.
Nice guy, hadn't won anything.
Correct.
And by anything, I mean no majors. He's won tour events.
Yeah. Not
Hey,
many.
how about that?
Not many.
7?
I don't even think
Maybe
that.
over
Yeah, I
under?
was gonna say I don't know if he's got that high.
Might
Okay.
have 3.
He's won the Minnesota event 3 times, I think.
Also, the Range Goats made a trade with the Aces. I don't know if you're aware of that.
Yeah, of course it was. I have a spreadsheet.
Yeah, did they get a draft pick? What was the return?
Well, they lost Bubba because he fell out of the whole deal.
But I thought he was the captain. Who's making these trades?
He's working,
I don't
he's
know.
working at IHOP now.
I don't know. Stop asking me. All right, final hole before we go to Christmas. Hole number 9, the new TB12 method, speed. Get a load of this video from Tom Brady popping the gun on numbers.
Oh, you're not beating that. The hose actually pumped.
175 ball speed, 121 club head speed.
Okay. Woo. 333. Is that good?
Wow. I mean, those are pretty good numbers. That's tour-like numbers. Now, shouldn't shock anyone, right? He's
every
an alpha
third one
athlete.
He tops, so. He tops every third one.
Are you sure about that?
Well, we saw that.
What's his handicap? Is it still a fraudulent 10? If he's more than a 2 and he's putting those numbers out, I'm saying I'm not playing you for a hot dog.
Well, the short game might still suck. So, I mean, and I'm a Tom Brady huge fan, but, just watching one drive doesn't tell me his handicap.
Okay.
He does hit it far, though.
All right. But if you can hit a ball like that, you should also be able to chip and putt. I'm convinced.
Well, I've seen many cases of that
it's
being
easy.
Really?
Yeah.
Chipping and putting is so easy.
For you. Yeah, but you're not hitting at 333 either.
No, because it's hard.
Well, anyway, it's fascinating to see because, he's 6'4". He's a tall guy.
Yep.
He's taller than people think, and he's in good shape. So, all right, let's take a break here. It is a very special Capital Golf Gang Christmas where we have rounded up from this wonderful store 3 items each to present to say this would make a fine gift for somebody, including me, if you want to gift it to us. It's a club, it's a piece of apparel, and it's an accessory. And as a bonus, I've got some white elephant golf gifts for the panel today.
Oh, no.
Stay tuned for that. We're plausibly live here at Golfdom. It's the Capital Golf Gang. Thank you, my loyal podcast subscribers, and thank you to those who are fans of the Capital Golf Gang. Just a moment to thank Buddy Christensen and Golfdom and his parent company, Worldwide Golf, for being the exclusive presenting sponsor of the Capital Golf Gang. My connection to Buddy and Golfdom runs deep from the original store that was called the Washington Golf Center, located behind a tire store in a nondescript loading dock building in Tyson's Corner. It's where I remember buying my first ever tailor-made bubble burner. True love. Since then, Buddy has worked there as an employee and eventually bought and then sold the store. But the legacy of Golfdom, now in its new location, lives on. It's a store filled with really good, happy, helpful employees who both know the game inside and out and love it beyond all reason. And they've got every single thing under the sun to help you enjoy it even more. So if you love golf like we do on this show, I know you're going to love going to Golfdom. When you get a chance, when you're in the Tysons area or in Rockville or Annapolis, stop in to any of the Golfdom locations and see what I'm talking about. Now, back to the podcast.
You are listening to the Capital Golf Gang, a foursome of men with tight pants, tighter wallets, and vanity handicaps.
We are back. It's the Christmas edition of the Capital Golf Gang, presented by Golfdom and Worldwide Golf. Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas with my hat. I do have these. You need to pass those out. Get your little reindeer
see which one matches
things
me.
on there.
I'll go with this one.
I
You
know.
go with the Christmas one? I'm going to go sparkly.
Yeah, just put it on right in front of your headset. Oh, perfect. That is so good. Okay, we're going to go down the line. We're going to start with clubs.
Okay.
I recommend this club right here. It is the TaylorMade Mini Driver. Mini Driver. It's a burner mini driver.
What a classic look that is.
Classic look with the gold or the copper-looking accents. And it's a smaller-headed driver that is higher loft, 11.5 degrees. And I believe it is a shorter club as well. I think it's like 40
Probably
to
43,
43, like 43 and a half instead of 45.
Probably.
You could have this in your bag, or you could just have it in your garage for when the driver itself, the big dog, is misbehaving. Yeah. This thing will find more fairways, and when you're hitting it good, it's going to go far enough. So I highly recommend that. TaylorMade with the mini burner throwback driver. Okay, club.
I'm going to order one myself. I'm not TaylorMade, but
who else makes them?
Callaway.
Callaway makes one. Okay, good. All right, Ronas, you're next.
So I have, this is 2 clubs here. I'm losing my ears here, but this is 2 clubs. This is a 5 or a 6. You can't read the number, but a 5 or a 6 hybrid. is what I
you
recommend.
Can take that off.
So, reason being is it's so hard to hit a 5-iron, and people get irons 5 through or whatever. Get rid of the 5-iron. Get rid of it.
Okay.
And go with a 5, maybe even a 6. Ronnie plays a 6. Ron Thomas plays a 6 hybrid.
He does?
Yes.
Instead of a 6-iron?
Yes. So much easier to hit. You can get some height on it and land on the green and stop. This happens to be an AI Smoke by Callaway, but there's 5 hybrids in every manufacturer. And then just for kicks, and women's and men's, and I would definitely advise the women and senior players with a little slower club speed to go 5 and 6 hybrids. And then just for kicks, I found this here at Golfdom in the back 9 section. This is actually a Maverick that's brand new. And it's, $100 cheaper. So don't give me the line that you can't afford to buy these clubs.
So this was it. Their back 9 is their quote unquote used, but this one is not used.
Yeah, it's brand new. It's just it's out of
out of print.
Yeah, out of print.
It's a year old.
So,
nobody bought it. It's orphaned in other words.
Guys, it'll make your game so much better to go with some hybrids.
All right, what do you got, Ghoul?
I got the Lab Golf putter, and it's a little on the expensive side for $69 here.
Yeah.
But the technology, I'm just so fascinated by it is the anti-twist, technology. Probably not going to help Zabe's yips, or
not true. I have a Lab putter, but I have the original one.
Gotcha. So
I also don't use
new one.
It's
I have it. Don't use it.
Right. So I just I think this is the kind of game improvement club that you would want to for if you have a little problem twisting in your swing, that this is it's not going to stop everything, but it's kind of anti-twist.
Okay. Have you putted with them yet?
Just on the green. That's
okay.
all.
Yeah. No, they're nice. They're good. It's a good technology. They got a lot of different styles as well. CJ, what you got?
I went with the putter as well. I got the Scotty Cameron milled Phantom putter. And
I want that,
looks
baby.
good.
It's pretty sweet. Again, also, as John was saying, a little pricey on the pricier side, but it's Scotty Cameron. And
it's so
quality.
gorgeous looking.
And
for loved ones, there's no price.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Is there a price on making more putts? No.
And is there a price on happiness?
No, there's not a price on that either.
I tinkered around with this on the golf course a little while ago, and so I saw it out there, and I said, you know what?
So, fun fact: as soon as we're done here, I've got 5 or 6 of my Ping Anser style putters, including a Scotty Cameron double wide that looks like the Ping Anser. It's going to go for credit here. I'm giving them up because I've committed to. I want all my putters, Ronas, to be mallet style or whatever that style is.
Yeah, that's mallet.
Yeah.
A wider style. I don't ever want to go back to the swing and gate action.
Oh, okay. So this is actually real quick. This is called face balanced.
Okay.
Which if you take a putter and hold your finger at about 8 inches up from the head, if the face is up, straight up, that's face balance. If it tilts down to like a 45-degree angle, we call that heel toe balance. Face balance is very easy to take back, straight back and through.
Okay.
So that's what you're looking
that'd
for.
be a good one. So do you think I'll have enough store credit with a 6-for-1 trade?
Yes.
A Herschel Walker-like trade to be able to afford one Scotty Cameron new putter.
If not, let me know and I'll talk to the owner.
Okay, good. Buddy is out this week, but okay. All right.
I'm sure he'll watch this.
Okay, next up, apparel. I have here Peter Millar. Peter. Look at this gorgeous sort of coat. This is not even necessarily anything you would golf in per se, although I bet you could.
Yep.
It's
Is it quilted?
It looks like it's like a quilted material. It's got an outer button with an inner zipper. Look, it's not cheap. It's $295, but this is the kind of thing that you could wear both on the golf course and if you're out on a nice date.
Every day.
Every day could be an
Every
everyday
day.
jacket.
It's
That's
a beautiful jacket.
And Peter does it right. So splurge and get one of these for Christmas.
Yep.
Okay, apparel.
I also have a Peter Millar sweater. So it's a quarter zip, but it's sweater. It's
Good
not
Peyton
just
Manning attire.
Yeah, it's not just the normal material. It's
Is
sweater
there a
material.
logo on the chest or no?
There is no logo on
Nice.
the chest. There's no
Okay,
logo at all
so-
on Peter Millar.
So that's a party
Unless you have-
sweater as well.
Exactly.
Okay.
And it's one of those things I always say that the guys, they pass it all the time in the store, but they won't buy it for themselves. So
Ask for
get
it.
this. Yeah, get this for
What is
Christmas.
that? Is that a cashmere?
No, I don't know.
but it's
How much
Cashmere,
you want
no.
for that?
I'm used to cashmere.
Yeah, so you live in
$175. It is not cashmere.
Okay, $175. Nice piece of clothing. All right, cool. What do you got?
All right, I'm going to practical and also more affordable.
Excellent.
2 under. This company came in. I don't
Underwear.
know. 10 years.
You have
It's
underwear. You're holding up what looks like a VCR
yes,
tape.
it's a box that comes in. It's only one pair for $35.
It's the best money ever spent on underwear.
It is. I actually
so good.
They were a sponsor of ours like 10 years ago, and over the years, I replaced my entire inventory of underwear to only 2 under.
Yeah.
Wow.
Everything. It is. I mean, it changes your life. It's so practical. I swear to God, you try one of these and you're like, I need another, and then you say, why do I wear anything else?
I'm never letting my privates touch another.
They got the Joey pouch, to take care of everything down under, 2 under.
I never wear any other kind of underwear, and both of my pairs are great.
Okay, CJ, what do you got?
I had no idea that Golfton sold underwear.
Yes, now you know.
No idea.
They sell everything.
I went with the G4s.
He's got expensive taste. I
Yeah.
think,
Yeah, it's good taste.
They've got the bright camo trim to them down here, and these are super comfortable.
Yeah,
And
those
I
look
think
like
they're
a
good.
classic leather upper,
Yeah.
and it's got the molded cleat, I believe. Those are not screw-in.
They are not.
Cleats, so it's a molded cleat. It's got sort of like a green camo on the sole with the edge as well. So if you like that color, that works for you. That's kind of like a muted grass tone on the sides.
And if you put your hand in there, I assume it still has the kind of ribbed sole.
Yeah, it does. I have these, not this particular
your
one.
pleasure.
There's
Yes, rib for your pleasure.
they are. It is for my pleasure. For her pleasure. Super comfortable and very much the stability is awesome.
Are you a G4 fanatic?
I'm not a fanatic, no, but
you like them. You have a pair.
Yeah, I might
yourself.
walk with these today too.
Okay. I have a G4. Well, I'll pay for them first. I have a G4. I have a pair of G4 shoes, and I do like them, but they're a little bit made for wetter conditions. Because they're clearly more waterproof than others. So there's that. One of the guys in the group chat was asking, how many pairs of shoes is too many? If you're a golfer, what's the number in which you can say, okay, you have a problem? I said the number is 7. 7
yeah, I was
pairs.
just going to say 8.
Over 7 pairs is you got a problem. 12 to 20, some of the guys had. 12 to 20 pairs.
You got to let them go.
I can see if you play every day, you need to be able to interchange, and you need to have like different colors for different kind of outfits.
When you're that many shoes
but
you don't
7,
need nothing.
I mean, I can't imagine more than 3. Although I actually was cleaning out my car when I switched cars and realized I probably had 7 pairs of golf shoes in my car.
Right. You're like, I don't have that many pairs. Oh, yeah? Count them, honey.
But some of them hadn't worn in 5 years.
The box?
Yeah, some of them they just get in the back and they just never leave. Even
That's
though
a good point.
they're
I
not in the
donated a
rotation.
pair in the box that had never been worn. I forgot what golf tournament I got them at. Yeah. So okay, finally, last is accessories. I have here a custom leather putter cover from the National Links Trust.
Oh, nice.
And it's a wonderful organization that is restoring some of our golf courses in the DMV, including
East Potomac.
East Potomac
Langston.
is one of them.
Yep.
Langston's another one.
Rock Creek Park.
Creek Park as well. It's got a very nice tartan plaid interior with the magnetic clasp, which I wish dearly Titleist would adopt because they are a Velcro shop still, Titleist, to no reason I can understand. And it's very nice and clean. And if I still had putters that went this way, Ronas, since I'm trading them all in today for mallets, then I would get this.
All right, well, they have them for mallets, too.
Okay, well, then I'll get one for mallets. There's my accessory.
I have the original. It's not a make. It's not a remake. It's the original Groove Doctor brush. This one has a clip that can hang right
You
from
gotta
your
hang
bag.
it from your bag. You
It's
can't-
got
can't do it any other way.
the bronze bristles on one side. It also has basically a chisel.
Hold that
you
up
can,
so we can see it.
You can blow this chisel right into the side of your brain after you chunk a wedge on this side that cleans your grooves. It's handy. It's convenient,
Look at
and
that
it is
weapon
a
on the
necessity.
end.
I know. That's to really clean
Keep
the
that
grooves.
in your glove compartment to break
Man, you
your
can't-
window
Well,
in
the other
case
thing-
you submerge your
listen,
car in water.
One of my favorite things at 9 is chicken salad. So also this can be used to take that out of your teeth
That's
after
right.
the
That's right.
after the 11th hole. So
I don't think you can take that on an airplane.
This is
Wow.
something that you get in like, at tournaments and things like that. You're like, oh yeah, getting a brush.
Are you seriously recommending this?
I love it.
You do? Okay.
Because
no
you
joke.
have to have Rich Pepin. You're listening down in Florida. You have to have clean grooves. He used to go crazy at UConn when I'd clean that wedge with a tee every single shot.
Nice.
You got to have clean grooves,
Okay.
and this will do it.
All right.
I want one of these for my kids.
All right. Well, that's a cheap one right there. After we've blown our budget on our Peter Millar stuff.
That's correct.
And our Scotty Camerons, we need to come in under budget. Okay.
All right. I went with the Bushnell V6 rangefinder here.
Nicely inexpensive.
Yeah. This is the mid.
Just a stocking
This is
stuffer.
the mid level. What's the price on this baby?
$3.99.
Yeah, I can't
Four.
see. It's not
$4.99.
on here, but, yeah. So the mid-level, but for those golfers that want some technology for Christmas, I think this is a great gift. You got to mine now has decimal points. So if it's 99.3 yards, and I'm like, well, I'm glad I knew about the 0.3
Right,
because otherwise I probably would have hit it differently.
Right, different club.
Yeah. So,
You know who would hate that is Hogan. Hogan once famously said when his caddy said, it's 98.99, and he goes, well, which one is it? Yeah. By the way, I have had a off-brand sort of a discount rangefinder. It's Blue Tees. And I can tell you, they misfire by 3 to 4 to 5 yards at times. As I checked it one round with an actual Bushnell, because I'd be like, zap, 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 zap. How come I'm getting this zap, zap? And I go, give me that Bushnell. Zap, same thing, zap, same thing. So there is a value, in my opinion, for the more name brand rangefinders.
Yeah, Bushnell's the best.
Yeah.
CJ.
Not to quickly name drop, but last spring I played at Seminole.
Nice.
And it was right after the pro member, like literally 4 days after. And the caddy that I had, he was actually an assistant pro at Marion, and he was down there for the winter at Seminole as a caddy, and he had just caddied for Sung Jae Im in the pro member. And so he was using his rangefinder for Sung Jae. You could use it during that event, and they got to like the fourth or fifth hole or whatever, and he said, what is it? And he said, 178. And Sung Jae said,
Can't be.
He said it's 176.2, like just off his eye. And he said, pull out my rangefinder from my bag. And he pulled it out, and he used his, and it was 176.2.
I don't believe that story.
Kidding me.
Great story.
Yeah.
Do not believe.
I've seen the
I guess his
the
rangefinder
yards,
was 2 yards off.
Yeah. I've seen the yards versus meters problem, especially with international player,
Yeah.
where you're using yards and he's thinking meters and all that stuff.
that
Who
what- is
uses
that-
meters?
All the Euros do.
But
No,
is
they
that is that
don't.
the different? Is that the translation?
Euros-
178, 176.
No.
Meters? No.
Euros, club, and meters.
Yes,
A
absolutely.
lot of them do.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
I was today years old when I learned that.
Well, check the sign.
Never heard that
Well, check
before.
the signs on the European tour. They're all usually in meters.
Yep.
Okay.
Right under Volvo,
All right.
BMW.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the signs are in the lakes.
326 meters.
Signs are in the middle of the fairway.
Yeah.
Signs are everywhere.
Exactly.
They don't care. They got a tournament to run. Okay, CJ, what do you got?
I went with this beautiful USA J. Lindbergh Sunday stand bag.
It's pretty.
White. It's
Going to
nice.
get dirty so fast.
So hold on a
It
second.
will get.
Hold
yes.
on. So it's a J. Lindbergh bag. It's not just J. Lindbergh branded because, bag manufacturing is its whole thing. Like they're not
It says
co-opting.
Lindbergh on the stand, too.
Okay. All right. So they're in the bag business. All right. Very good.
Yep.
That thing's got to be like.
It looked like a
5
vessel
mils.
to
It's
me.
not actually. It's 276.
Oh wow.
On here, so
It's
the price
steel,
isn't
really.
bad.
Can't afford
Yeah.
not to get it.
It's it's a little heavier, I would say, than some of the other lighter stand bags, but it's pretty.
No, it's very pretty.
Very pretty with the
very
USA
clean looking.
flag.
Yeah, I like
That might be a
It's got USA on the side.
in the
over here.
basement kind of display bag
Yeah.
more than a
Get your name put on it.
more than a day
stand
using-
bags. No, I think for display bags you want to have tour bags
Yeah, I
that don't have
guess so.
legs. So yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
All right, now for my favorite part of just pass these down to the left if you don't mind. This is the white elephant portion of our Christmas edition of the Capital Golf Gang.
They're wrapped.
All three of these.
so beautifully.
All three. All,
Wait a second.
you're like, did I just get the
Did I
same
get
gift?
the brush?
No. All right, Ronus, you open yours
All right.
first. These are all from the depths of my storage space in the basement.
Nice.
That I
Unopened
decided
gifts.
well, some are kind of open. This it's a grip thingy.
Trainer.
Grip trainer.
Oh yeah.
Now,
Wish I had this last week.
okay, so I realized I have no
It's
less than 5 of these somehow.
Wow.
And they're actually, I found them quite useful, Pro, because I had developed a very weak grip.
Yes.
Very weak left-hand grip. And so when you try putting your hands on that grip trainer, you realize, oh my God, that's really strong. I'm going to hook everything, way left out of bounds. But then your swing adapts to it and adjusts to it, and you hit it a lot better.
Well,
so.
I just had one of my students home for Thanksgiving, and he wanted to make a change, and the first thing we had to do was change his grip to get his wrist position and everything else where we wanted to, flatten out the swing plane. And this would have been gigantic to put on his club.
Sorry,
so,
I missed it.
So when he comes home for Christmas, we'll keep on working with it. But thank you.
All right,
thank you very much. That's great. It is.
It's one of 5 in my basement.
It's all right. It's cool.
Okay, cool. Go ahead.
All right. This is beautifully wrapped, by the way. So you've done a good job.
Can you tell that I wrapped him and not my wife?
Yeah.
Yeah. It is the Load and Fire trainer. You strap that onto your trail leg. No, not your arm.
Leg.
You put your leg on that, okay, and then you load your back leg in a flexed position.
So like this.
Yes, yes. And then you fire. You load, Ronus, and you fire.
And it apparently will stay bent. And you'll have to swing your leg around like a pitcher.
Or like a pirate.
Yeah, it looks like a knee brace. I think it'd be better on the elbow.
I have so many crappy golf training aids. I had to get rid of one of them.
Patent's still pending,
yeah.
too. So maybe he never got it.
I am so happy with my grip right now.
They're waiting for Aaron Oberholzer or VJ Singh to sign on
Where's
as
the
an
video?
endorser on it.
I'm done with that one.
I am so happy with the
Load
grip
and fired into the trash is
Wow.
what you're saying. Okay.
Wow.
CJ, go ahead. This one, probably good for you, knowing how you like to enjoy a beverage or two. It is a golf
These things are great.
cooler, which I actually bought. Like, these are
Whoa.
giveaways at many events, but I bought this one at another golf store that shall not be named in Arizona on a whim one winter. And
In
I
an
realized,
airport.
And I realized I'm never going to use this again. It was a one-time deal. And I said, well, let me give it a good home. Let me re-gift it to the boys.
That is great.
These are great.
Yep. Clip it to your
right.
bag. All right. Perfect.
All right. Do you guys have any stuff in your basement golf-wise?
I don't have anything to give you.
No, I'm not asking
Give us
right
some
now.
money.
I'm
How about
asking,
a lottery ticket?
No,
Is that good?
No. I'm just saying, if I had told you guys to do this, would you have been able to find something? Or do you not keep artifacts?
I don't keep a whole
it.
lot of things.
You don't? Okay.
I have
No.
old clubs, but you don't want that. Yeah.
I don't
Well,
even
you
have
could have
old
regifted
clubs.
old clubs. So
I mean, I bet I have a Medicus someplace.
How about a Nike
I had
Sasquatch
a-
driver?
Yeah.
This is pretty good.
I have a heavy driver. I have a heavy iron.
Yep.
I have one of those swing fans that looks like the
Those
fan.
are good.
on a
They're all
grip.
good.
Yep.
Well, I don't know about that. I have the orange whip.
Orange whip.
Got
Like
the orange
that?
whip. What else do I have?
It's like an orange whip.
I have a contact club that
Virtually
has.
everything at one point.
I know. I've got
Yeah.
basically every trainer. Luckily, I've stopped trying.
What
and
about
that's
the-
helped my game a lot.
What about the perfect club?
I have it. I almost brought it.
Yep.
And then I realized it's a collector's item now because Peter Kessler used to pimp it shamelessly on the Golf Channel. I don't know if Peter is still alive or with us or not. He might have passed. But, I mean, I just laughed. And you know what? It's not a bad club. I don't know what it translates to, like a 13 wood or something. It's like a wedge that looks like a hybrid that's about as short as a 6-iron. I mean, it's something, all right.
Collectors.
It was one of the. It was.
Well, you're telling me.
collector's item.
Okay, the air hammer. That's a collector's item. You know the air hammer with Jack Hammer?
I mean, look, there's people out there willing to buy anything. So
I didn't
yeah,
say
you're
it would be
right.
a cherished
And there's one of them
vintage
in this
collector.
room.
You're right.
I'm not saying it would be like a Mashy Niblick from, the Walter Hagen era. I'm saying it's a silly collector's item.
I played with a
it
guy
is.
about 6 months ago. Had an alien in his bag.
Alien
Still.
wedge would be another
Yeah,
one.
the alien.
How about the 3-ball we talked about last week?
Right.
Where that has
Yeah.
been outlawed because it was too long instead of wide.
Yeah.
Or too wide instead of long, whatever it was.
Too long
I
instead of
have a
one.
Nicholas putter. I've
The
still one of
ZT?
those.
big one?
Yeah.
The one he won the Masters with.
Yeah.
See, that's
Yeah.
a collector's item.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so there
Yep.
you go.
Okay.
One day I'm going to have the most amazing collection of Mongoloid infomercial clubs ever made.
Great.
Sort of
You've got
like
'em all.
I know. That's the thing. You have
about-
almost all of them.
Well, I once had a Garen Rife 2-bar that Ian Baker
yeah.
Finch would pip.
Remember that club that had the roll on the face, so you had
Had
to hit
that.
down?
Yes,
or
I had
else
the
you couldn't
roll
hit it in
face
the air.
putter.
Yeah.
Yeah, the teardrop putter
Well,
they
this
called
one
it.
was an iron that had, so you had to hit down on it
You got
Otherwise,
it?
yeah.
It's in my basement right now.
A perfect
Got
impact or something?
Yeah,
like
Impact
that.
Club. Yeah, I got that.
How about an impact bag? You got some impact bags down there?
Sure he does.
You mean
have
like a
to.
like
the
that
yellow
you
one.
whap into?
Yeah, correct.
The yellow
Like
one
a
that you
strength
fill with
training bag.
towels. Yeah.
I think I do, but
You do.
If not, you need to get one.
No,
You need to
I don't
complete
need
the
to
set.
get
You need
one.
to complete the set.
Definitely
Don't need any
do.
of this. All right. Anything else before we adjourn for the Christmas break and hopefully restart again next year? Anything
No,
to
I mean,
say?
as always, Zabe, I'm sure I speak on all of our behalves, but this is a huge break in my week from the monotony of being a golf pro to play entertainer here, and you serve up softballs for us. And this year specifically got a tremendous amount of more people than I ever had before come up to me and say that they listen to the show. So I'm looking forward to it. It's one of those things that every year I'm like, I hope we're going to do it again this year. And I've been now saying that for a long time. So I really appreciate it. I appreciate all the hard work you put into it because we just come in here and sit down and everything's set up for us. So, again, it's a highlight, literally a highlight of my week and a highlight of my year. And I love this show. So thank you.
Well, thank you for spending your time to come out here. Got to drive here, get
awesome.
away. He does get you out of the picker.
This is my Ryder Cup.
Gets you out of the picker. So
I
that's
would
good.
pay to do this show. This is my Ryder Cup.
Ghoul.
All right, switching over from Thanksgiving from Ronas there and to Giving Tuesday, which today actually is when we're taping. And I know CJ is going to hopefully promote his great charity as well. But PGA Hope is our signature program for PGA of America and helping our military. We really kind of build a community for them, our veterans, and hopefully enhance their mental, physical, and psychological well-being. So if you're so inclined, if you do charitable giving at the year end, and I know CJ is going to say the same thing, today's Giving Tuesday, go to pgahope.com. You can help help any vet, get into this program. We have a waiting list of, we put 1,000 vets through our programs in the Mid-Atlantic section alone last year out of like 16,000 nationwide. So 1/6 of the all the vets, or not 1/6, but 1/16 of all the vets that went through the program in the country went through it here in Mid-Atlantic, and any contribution helps them go through an absolutely free program that our PGA professionals are trained to give. So
nice, very
appreciate
good
support.
CJ sounds a lot like what the SMGA does.
It is, yeah. We have a lot of crossover from veterans who come through SMGA and go through PGA Hope as well. So yeah, same thing. Whenever you're listening to this week, like John said, Giving Tuesday, it's smga.org, the Salute Military Golf Association, and we use the great game of golf to rehabilitate post 9/11 combat wounded veterans, and it's been an awesome year for the organization across the country, national organization based here in the Washington, D.C. area, and all the donations go straight to programming for our wounded vets.
I love it. It's good stuff, boys.
Very good.
All right. Well, look, Christmas is coming. Get here to Golfdom in Tysons, Annapolis, Rockville as well. Any of the affiliated worldwide golf shops, go to the website as well to check it out. And, just remember, you can't take it with you. So when your knees are buckling at a Peter Millar jacket like the one I have here, just come on, say, look, you're going to love this.
You're worth
jacket.
it.
You're worth it. Yes, exactly.
The smile on the face of the person you're giving it.
And we thank Buddy and everyone else here at Golfdom that let us come invade this space and take it over for a couple hours every week. So thank you for listening. Always welcome feedback at zabe@yahoo.com about anything we've discussed on the show. And look for video clips that I'll sprinkle out through social media. And I'm working to stand up a YouTube page. I just have to navigate all the vagaries of copyright law on music and everything else because nobody wants to get a copyright strike on your newly created YouTube page. All right, kids, off we go. Go find your jingle balls in the rough without the snow coming down as we are headed towards Christmas. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time on the Capital Golf Gang presented by Golfdom.
This has been the Capital Golf Gang. If you'd like the gang to visit your home course, send your inquiries to zabe@yahoo.com. That's CZABE@yahoo.com. Or visit the show page at www.theteam980.com. And for free swag, we're all in extra large. So yeah, thanks for the shirts.
The Capital Golf Gang is brought to you by Golfdom, and the 2024 golf season has entered its fall glory. Now is the time to finish strong and get those minty, cool weather golf vests, pullovers, and quarter zips. Now is the time to get fit for new clubs, now that your summer of golf has got your swing dialed in. Get to Golfdom at any of their locations in Tysons, Annapolis, or Rockville and see the latest in clubs, apparel, shoes, and accessories you might not even know you need. Their certified expert fitters at Golfdom will get you dialed in. Golfdom also offers full-service club repair to keep your existing clubs performing properly and looking brand new. So get your clubs re-gripped, check those lofts and lies, and upgrade that driver shaft. Golfdom has been in the D.C. market since 1982, but they've grown to 3 locations as part of their Worldwide Golf family. You can shop online at worldwidegolf.com or visit Golfdom in Tysons, Virginia, in Annapolis, Maryland, or in Rockville. Golfdom, live the game.